Okay. We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, wherever you are, whenever you are, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will be playing the second game of a three-game series against the Boston Red Sox at Camden Yards. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal Steve here, a.k.a. the BirdWatcher, or BW for short, whatever you want to call me. Glad to have you back, folks here in the Charm City chat. Hey, if you're here, say hello. Let me know you can hear me. Charm City chat looking a little lifeless so far tonight. Just getting started. But yesterday, a little bit of a technical issue, so I'm a little worried. Say hello. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. People are live. It's alive. All right. Good to have you back, everybody, in the Charm City chat. And also, let me extend a warm hello to anyone who might be new to my channel. Welcome in. The water's warm. Just dip yourself right in. You'll enjoy it. This channel started at the beginning of this 2024 season, and the mission has been to cover every Orioles baseball game live, play-by-play, and commentary all season long and hopefully well into October. We are 52 games into the season, 110 left to play, just about at the one-third mark of the season, and so far, the channel has been a rousing success. That's right. It's been growing at a rate that I couldn't possibly have hoped for. And, yeah, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, currently sitting at 945 or 35, somewhere in that neighborhood. We'll be over 950 tonight, that much I know. 1,000 maybe by the end of the week. But, yeah, so if you're new, give it a chance. It's going to be a great community for you to follow along with all season long. Anytime there's an Orioles game on, come on over. Hang out here with the Charm City chat, the best chat and live sports streaming on the internet. All right. Now, on with the show. Game 2. The Orioles with a huge victory on Memorial Day. The bats were alive, the pitching, outside of one debut that we won't need to have to talk about, do we? Was fantastic. Defense on point, and a very convincing win over the Red Sox. 4-0 on Boston so far this season. We're looking for win number 5 and a clinch of the series. If we can get it done tonight, Grayson Rodriguez is going to be on the mound. He's got outstanding numbers, a 5-1 record, an ERA of 3.20. The whip, a little high, 1.33, but he's been keeping the home runs down lately. 4 and 45 innings of work. So that's one time every 11 innings or so. Not even 1 per 9. That's good. He'll be going up against Bryan Bello, who also has a nice record of 5-2. An ERA just a touch over 4, and a whip of 1.16. He's a good young pitcher. He does give up the home run ball, but he limits his walks, and a fair strikeout pitcher. Less than 1 per inning, but not too bad. We'll get you some strikeouts. Here's your lineups, folks. For your Red Sox. Your Red Sox, in case you're a Red Sox fan. That's why I said that, okay? Oh, boy. Let me take a sip of this coffee before we get going. By the way, folks, my throat is in crisis mode right now. I'm doing what I can to take care of it. So if I'm popping a Ricola in the middle of the stream several times, I appreciate your understanding. For the Red Sox, leading off, playing in left field, Jarren Duran. Wilyer Abreu in right field bats second. Rob Refsnyder will be hitting third and playing DH. Rafael Devers in the cleanup spot, batting Hitting or batting? How about fielding, Steve? He'll be at third base. That's where he's playing. Okay? Connor Wong is the catcher batting fifth. Dominic Smith is at first base hitting sixth. Vaughn Grissom at second base batting second, or playing second. I tell you what, I thought I was awake. I really did. Man, these are early start times. Can we just make it 7 o'clock? Do we really need to do this extra early start time? What are we doing here? Hamilton's at shortstop, batting eighth, and Sadon Rafaela, that is, will bat ninth, playing center. For the Orioles, Henderson leads off and plays short. Rutschman behind the plate bats second. O'Hearn at first base tonight hits third. Colton Causa, welcome to the cleanup spot, kid. It's the first time I've seen him there, I believe. He'll be in left field. Anthony Santander will bat fifth and be in right. Jordan Westberg at third base. He'll hit sixth. Kyle Stowers, 2 starts in a row. Sound the klaxon. Mothers, lock up your daughters. Kyle Stowers is on the loose. Cedric Mullins will be in center field batting eighth. And finally, Jorge Mateo at second batting ninth. Folks, it is time for me to make sure I got this game up and going. We're only 3 minutes away from first pitch. And as I do that, let me try and run through the script in my head. If you're new to the channel, folks, and you're following along with the BirdWatcher, and you actually have the game on your television set, well, here's what you're going to want to do to make this experience work, both for you and for the rest of us here in the Charm City chat. Have that remote in your hand, and as soon as the first out of the ball game is recorded, whether it be a strikeout, a play at first base for an out, or somebody catches a fly ball, whatever the case may be, as soon as that first out is made, pause the game with your remote, okay? Then allow me to catch up, make the call of that play, and as soon as I'm done calling the play, you unpause the remote, and you're all synced up for the rest of the night. Any other way you do it, folks, it's not going to be as good. Trust me. Let's see. What else? What is some other housekeeping stuff to go over here? I feel like there's something I've been missing. Oh, well, I guess just the overall sort of, what do you call it? There's a word for this. Mission statement, I think is what I'm looking for. For the channel, again, if you're just finding this channel, I wanted to create a channel that was exclusively for Orioles baseball coverage. There really wasn't a channel out there like it. A couple of guys out there will cover Orioles games, but some of them focus on other topics as well, and others just don't cover every game. Your boys here, all Orioles, all the time, all right? And the reason why is because I live all the way out here on the other side of the planet, and I know there's a lot of other Oriole fans all over the globe, so why not set up a place for all of us to hang out and enjoy the game together, especially if you don't have a way to watch it on your TV or hear it on the radio. It happens to more and more people all the time. It's not like the old days where you just turn on local channel 2 and watch your ball game. But yeah, so that's why this is going on. Plus, for me, I'm just really enjoying it. Really enjoying sort of living a bit of a childhood dream here. Maybe I didn't try this sooner simply because I thought it was just a bit of a silly dream. What, start a channel and just become an Orioles play-by-play guy? Well, what gives you the right? Well, I guess eventually I got fed up and I said I'm going to try it anyway. And I'm happy I did. Because, yeah, the channel's doing good. It's nice and healthy. But the fact that I'm out here, way out on the other side of the planet, without the ability really to talk much baseball, particularly Orioles baseball, with a lot of people around me in my little bubble out here, having this channel has been fantastic. I'm engaged with every game. I'm providing a service for other people to follow along, and also getting to meet all of you guys and enjoy this journey we're on together. That's what it's all about. 2024. The timing of all this just seems right. An opening happened here for your boy, the BirdWatcher. One of those things that happens to everybody in life. Just sort of a sharp U-turn in direction of where you're going. And I said, well, if I'm going to turn another direction, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try doing some Oriole games. It is a great day for some Orioles baseball. And let me say hello to everybody in chat. How you doing there, Charm City chat? Pocket Watch, good to see you. I've seen you in the Ryan Ripken Show chat after the games. Glad you're able to join those. Yeah, Pocket, it's a little bit of a, what do you call it? I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. I don't know how to put it. But there's a couple of people who are very active and excited about my channel early on in the April, I guess, that sort of abandoned me. One of them kind of just cursed me and left in a giant huff. I attempted to apologize to him, tried to explain a misunderstanding. But, yeah, a lot of those folks, they're over there. And that's why I don't really hang out over there too much, at least typing in. I listen into the podcast. I like to hear people talking about the Orioles and getting some other people's insight. But, yeah, I feel like as far as Ryan and the rest of the staff over there on the podcast, I feel like they and me would get along splendidly. I'd love to collab. Eventually, I feel like I can grow to the point where it would make sense. And I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are going to be crossing over and following both Ryan and me. So it'd be nice to establish a relationship and just grow the Orioles community even stronger on YouTube altogether. It's not like either of us are in direct competition with the other. I'm here to give you everything going on in-game. And Ryan's there to help you out with everything going on before or after. So you can follow us both, folks. That would be great. 78 degrees on a sunny late afternoon, early evening here in Baltimore. Not too large of a crowd, it has to be said, but hard to beat that Memorial Day crowd. Man, we packed the house. Grayson Rodriguez takes his cap off and says a little something to himself to get himself ready. Jarren Duran is stepping into the batter's box, and we are ready to go, folks. Another night of Orioles baseball is on its way. Grayson with the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 96-mile-an-hour fastball off the plate. Duran chases, and we're underway. The next one, bottom of the zone, middle of the plate, but doesn't get the call. A little bit low, apparently. In the count, 1-1. And the next pitch is in there. 96 again, inside edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I mean, just a smattering of applause after that strike. This park needs to fill up a little more. Actually, I tell you what, right center field, the bleacher area, that's all filled up. But I see a lot of empty seats around the lower bowl, particularly past the bases. Swing and a miss. Duran goes down swinging as Grayson dials up to 98 on that fastball. So a steady diet of heat to begin the night. Duran comes up empty. 1 down via the strikeout. And that'll bring up Wilyer Abreu. Did I get to? I didn't get nearly to everybody. I got to find a moment to say hi to everybody in chat. Here's a curveball in there for a called strike. Call it a slider, excuse me. That's a bit of a looping slider. The 0-1 is swung on and hit in the air to right. Backing up and looking up. This ball's trouble, and it's on the flag court. My goodness. The Red Sox ambush Grayson Rodriguez early after a nice first at bat, getting a strikeout. Abreu takes Grayson deep on the 6th pitch of the game for a solo shot onto the flag court. The Red Sox lead it 1-0. Oh, boy. Well, maybe this is the punishment I get for not saying hi to everybody in time. Pocket watch. Kurt, Isaac, the man, Ravens. First pitch to Refsnyder, a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Christina, good to have you back, hon. The man, Daniel, Baxter, Shantae, Chilo. This one's hit in the air, left center. This one's trouble. It's going to split the outfielders for extra bases. Refsnyder can coast into second, and the Red Sox have back-to-back extra base hits. Luckily, homer double instead of double homer, or else it'd be 2-0 already. Grayson with work to do. Runner at second, one down for Rafael Devers. Carrie, how you doing? Book Doc, good to have you back. Orioles prods, Ryan, Soren, Rob. There's a called strike to Devers, 98 miles an hour. And Robert. Cam, I think I got to everybody. All right, one out, runner at second, a run already in here in the top of the first. Devers takes outside, 1-1. Folks, you'll be seeing some sunlight peeking through the curtains behind me. Coming up on 5:42 a.m. local time. This one's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boston takes an early 1-0 lead on a home run by Abreu. Now they've got another runner in scoring position with 1 out. 1-2 to Devers is hit, and that one's going to get over the shortstop and into center field, a base hit. Refsnyder running hard, a play at the plate, but the throw is offline, and Refsnyder is safe. It's an RBI single for Rafael Devers, and Boston have taken a 2-0 lead in the first with still only 1 out. 3 straight hits. Oh, boy. All righty then. Adley Rutschman and Drew French are out to have a chat with Grayson. First batter, strikeout. After that, homer, double, single. What's going on, Matt? James is back. Here we go. I tell you what. We were up 11-0 on these guys yesterday. How quickly were they saying, here we go? Let's just get out of this with the 2 runs, hopefully. And maybe Grayson can settle down. I tell you what, though, the one thing, it's got to be a little bit of a take the wind out of your sails feeling for Grayson out there with a crowd about 1/8 the size of yesterday's. Here's Connor Wong. First pitch, a called strike. Wong hitting .326. He splits time with, who is it? Reese McGuire, their left-handed catcher. But if you're hitting .326, maybe less platoon and a little more of an everyday catcher. There's a called strike 2 at the top of the zone. 2 in, 1 out, runner at first. Just getting started. The Red Sox are ahead 2-0 early. And a slider lunged at and missed by Wong. There's a nice pitch by Grayson. That is a strikeout pitch. So if you're following along, that's strikeout, homer, double, single, strikeout. Apparently, our defense is not a part of this game. Either it's you get them at the plate or they get you. This one's low and in for ball one to Dominic Smith. Smith batting right on the Mendoza line. 1 homer, 11 RBI. The pitch is low and in again, 2-0. All right. 2-0 pitch is hit in the air, foul off to the left. 2 balls and 1 strike on Dom Smith. I'm just waiting for these Oriole bats to get a chance to do something to counter these 2 runs. Let's keep it at 2, shall we? All right, ready to go for a 2-1 pitch. Nope, we're not ready. A check on the runner, Devers. He was back in standing. Devers not much of a threat to run here. I guess that's more of just keeping as close to the bag as he can in case there's an extra base hit. But Grayson, let's not think about extra base hits, shall we? Let's think about just getting this guy out. This one's upstairs, 3-1. So hitters count for Dominic Smith. Man, that right field with the scoreboard in the warehouse drenched in sun. This one's low and away for ball 4 and not even close. Grayson Rodriguez is struggling. Much like Joe Namath on an on-field interview about 16 years ago, Grayson is struggling. Come on, Grayson. We need you out there for 6 innings strong. Pitch count up to 20 here in the first. Swing and a miss. Vaughn Grissom at the plate takes a cut and misses on the slider. Grissom batting a $1.49, which I think is the price of a bottle of YooooOuuuuuu. This one's hit in the air pretty hard, but right at the center fielder. Mullins makes the catch, and the inning is mercifully over. Grayson gets into trouble and coughs up a pair of runs in the top of the first. Boston jumps out to the early lead. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Red Sox 2, the Orioles coming up to bat. How you doing, everybody? How you doing? Folks, just for some general rules regarding the Charm City chat. First of all, say hi to our mods out here for us. Janet Hill, Christina, and Card Crazed. Not sure if all 3 are here at the moment. There's Card. I think I saw Christina already. Janet might be MIA. But, of course, with any of my mods, none of them are obligated to be here whenever they need to not be here. Or if they're just not in the mood. That's the freedom the mods have. I am not a dictator, just a guy that appreciates the help. Not doing well today, so just listening. Oh, so Card, well, let me let me retract. Card's here just to hang out. Card, I can take the mod designation off and then put it back on next time you're in. Should I do that, or are you just cool hanging and I just leave it as is? I'm pretty sure leaving it as is will be fine, right? You'll be fine. All right, Charm City chat. Just be on your best behavior, all right? Card's not feeling her best. Your boy over here, you know. I have no right to complain because the only things bothering me were bothering me yesterday, and I mentioned them then, so why mention that again? Same issues as yesterday, just a new day. All right, Gunnar Henderson stepping up to the plate. Let's get some runs. We had plenty of them yesterday. First pitch from Bello is perfectly placed on the bottom of the zone on the inside corner for strike one. Gunner's average at 260. This pitch is hit on the ground and through on the left side. A base hit down the line. Gunner's going to hustle and a stand-up double. I tell you what, the outfielders at this point, any ball that could be an extra base hit, they're just saying, they're not even attempting to try to get to it fast and get Gunner. I mean, they just like, all right, that's a double for Gunner. No doubt about it. Let me just pick up that ball and get it in. A leadoff double for Gunner. And folks, I smell a rally and we need one. So I know it's early, but say hello to the sub-screen. And welcome in member number 946, Adley Rutschman at the plate, 300 batting average. Hitting from the left side. Runner at second, nobody out. Takes a called strike, a sinker from Bello. And the count is 0-1. That's right, chat. I know it's early. But you need to show me some energy. Because this coffee ain't doing it yet. The 0-1 to Adley is swung on and missed. He chased a changeup that started low and ended lower. And Rutschman in the hole 0-2. Come on, Adley. You got to know this situation. With a runner at second and nobody out, you got to at least get him over to third. Don't strike out here. Put it in play on the right side. He lays off a pitch low and in. And the count now a ball and 2 strikes. 2-0 Boston. We're only in the bottom of the first. The Orioles looking to respond after a leadoff double from Gunnar Henderson. You better sing along. You better get hyped. The 1-2 pitch. Low for ball 2. Jackson Holiday just went deep for the Tides. Now if we can just get him to come up here and, I don't know, flare one to the opposite field for a bloop single, I'll take that. 2-2 the count on Adley Rutschman. The pitch. Swung on. Fouled down the right field line. Bouncing off the tarp over there. Still 2-2. Adley is locking in. You can see it. You can see it. I dare you to try to strike out Adley Rutschman right here. He's putting the ball in play. He might get unlucky. He might be a line drive at an infield, but he's putting it in play. He lays off ball 3. No, Bello. That ain't going to do it. Not against Adley. You had him 0-2, buddy. But this is not your average 0-2 count hitter. Adley works the count full. Nobody out. Gunner at second. The payoff pitch. Swung on and grounded foul off to the right. Adley hanging in there. Professional AB at the moment. Oh, card. If I'm going to annoy my entire neighborhood, certainly you can annoy one neighbor. Another 3-2 on the way to Adley. The pitch. Taken low for ball 4. I'm sorry, Mr. Bello. You didn't think Adley was going to chase with 2 strikes, did you? You don't know who you're dealing with. First and second, nobody out. And the rally is on. Red Sox outfield, Duran in left, Rafael in center, Abreu in right. And the infield has already gone on by. PAS coming in. What's happening, PAS? You don't have a game starting up? If you tell me the Mets are rained out again. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. Still nobody out. First and second. The pitch is low for ball 1. And Bello's command is suddenly in question. O'Hearn comes in with a 280 average. Forget about it. Oh, there's 2 games. I gotcha. Okay. Well, thanks for coming in and bringing some folks with you. We got a 1-0 count on O'Hearn, and this one is upstairs, 2-0. Bryan Bello is on the ropes, folks. After being given a 2-0 lead in the top of the first, he's put the first 2 men on base, and now a 2-0 count on O'Hearn with plenty of pop due up behind him. This one is in there for a strike. Boy, O'Hearn just started to go into swing mode, but eventually said, yeah, on 2-0, let me give up on that one. It hits the top of the zone, the count 2-1. Here comes the pitch. And that's a called strike. Well placed by Bello, with just a piece of that ball touching the inside corner for strike 2. Once again, know the situation. When you got guys on and nobody out, just make sure you at least get them over. This one's hit on the ground left side. This could be 2. There was a double clutch at second, and they might only get the one guy. They do. Who's that at short? Rafael Devers, the third baseman, whose defense has always been in question. He double clutched the baseball, was barely able to get the lead runner at second. I don't know why he double clutched. I honestly don't know. But he did. And that's going to keep this rally going with runners at first and third and only 1 out. And folks, get those cows in the chat and do it in a hurry. The milkman is ready to deliver. Batting cleanup for the first time, I believe, in his major league career, Colton Cowser. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Colton batting .241, 7 homers, 24 driven in. But his split stats against righties, very, very good. One of the best hitters against righties in the lineup. This one is hit hard to the right side, and a diving stop by the second baseman. He pops up, but won't be able to get Cowser in time. It's an infield RBI single. Gunnar Henderson comes in to score, and the Orioles get one back. It's 2-1. And this rally still nowhere near over. 2 on and with only 1 out. The milkman has delivered once again. Folks, open your front door. There may be a surprise on your doorstep. A fresh order of milk, courtesy of the milkman. Here comes Anthony Santander. Chance to make this a big inning. First pitch to him, a big cut and a miss. 96 miles an hour on the outside edge. Tony hitting just .201. 9 homers, 29 RBI. He's still just about on pace for a 30-homer, 90 RBI season. But that average, it would be nice to get it up a little bit. I said get it up. Hey, well, at least Danny Mendick isn't in the lineup today. This one's fouled away in the count 0-2. That's right, folks. How many more games can I get through without mentioning the name Danny Mendick? 0-2 pitch is, that might have hit Santander. Hopefully he'll be okay, and if he is, it's a big thank you very much, as that'll load the bases. Bryan Bello is getting himself in the trouble. He takes off his cap and wipes the sweat from his brow. That got Tony on the front foot. Right off the top. He should be okay. Here comes a meeting on the mound for Bello. Bases loaded, 1 out, and my boy is going to get a crack with the bases loaded. Jordan Westburg is up next. Folks, when do you get a break with a lineup like the one we got going tonight? And this lineup doesn't even have Ryan Mountcastle in it, who's been red hot. Westburg is the first guy in the lineup that Bello gets to face from the right side. Only 2 righties, Westburg and Mateo. And just imagine, folks, a day down the line when Holiday is up and he's established. You can put a lineup together like this and have only one right-handed bat, that being Jordan Westburg. So the lineup is stacked. The bases are juiced. And here's the first pitch to Westburg on the outside edge for a called strike. 2-1 Boston. This game's only in the first. The Orioles with a chance to do something big, but hopefully minimum tie this game. The 0-1 pitch is a called strike 2, and Westburg's got work to do. 0-2 count. Once again, it's all about keeping that ball in play and hope for the best. 0-2 pitch. Reach for right side. Base hit down the right field side. One run is in. Here comes another. He scores. It's a 2-run RBI single for Westy. And the Orioles, just like that, have taken the lead. It's 3-2. Well, Boston, I hope you enjoyed your lead. I feel bad for any Red Sox fans that watched Boston take the lead after the inning was over. Like, you know what? I'm going to head on over to the concourse, get a beer and a pretzel. Yeah, it might take 15 minutes, but we got a nice lead. They come on back to their seats. Hey, what happened? Orioles 3, Boston 2. That's what happened. First and third, here's Kyle Stowers. Takes low for ball 1. A check swing. And the appeal says no. I could have told you that. Kyle barely moved his bat. Stowers with a big game yesterday, a breakout game, a couple of doubles and 4 RBI. Pitch, swung on and missed, a big cut. And the count is 1-1. How about these Orioles? Getting to these Boston starters early. Criswell yesterday, and now Bello today. This Red Sox starting staff has been their bright spot. 1-1 pitch is reached for and fouled away off to the left. 1-2 on Stowers. All right, a 1-2 count. That's a different Bello there, Mr. Hyde. Bello. Bello. Daylight come and we want to score a run. Check on the runner at first. Still 1-2 on Stowers. And here comes the next pitch. Low and in. Stowers has to sidestep out of the way of that one. That nearly ended up the way Santander got hit. Almost got him on his knee and then almost got him on his foot. Somehow it missed him entirely. 2-2 the count. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Stowers chases a pitch. A changeup a little bit below the zone for out number 2. So a tough spot there when you got a runner at third and less than 2 out. Again, folks, you just put the ball in play. Things happen. Stowers unable to do it there. So run number 4 is still 90 feet away with 2 down. And here's Cedric Mullins. The pitch is swung on and tapped to second. This should end the inning, and it does. Mullins grounds out. Inning over. It took 29 pitches from Bello, but he coughs up his 2-run lead. The Orioles put up a 3 spot. And, folks, 1 inning in the books. Orioles 3, Red Sox 2. Folks, we are in a timeout. I'm going to get you back to the scoreboard page. But since we're already on the subscreen, let me go ahead and advertise to those who might not be subscribers on the Orioles BirdWatcher channel. I'm talking to you right now. That's right. I'm talking to you. So if you're asking yourself, are you talking to me? The answer is yes. I'm talking to you. Here's the deal. All right? You are currently involved in one of the fastest growing sports stream channels on the planet, dedicated to Orioles baseball. Every game, every pitch, all damn season. All right? Done by a regular guy, for regular guys. And the ladies. All right? This is as Baltimore as it gets, folks. I got no cash. I got no resources. I'm just a regular guy with a dad bod and a bit of a eccentric sense of humor. I'm Baltimore through and through. You hear me? I'm here to represent, to be the voice of this new generation of Orioles baseball, a voice that you need. So sign on up. And here's the catch. There's always a catch, right? That's the thing about all these things. There's always a catch. Look, I'm going to go ahead and let you know what the catch is. It's free. And there's no commitment. There's no obligation. And no salesman will visit your home. You won't get any junk email. It's just helping the channel grow, folks. We'll see 950 next time we check in. I guarantee it. I should not guarantee it. Here's Rodriguez out for his second inning of work, facing Hamilton at the plate, and the first pitch is a called strike. Next one is top of the zone with a curve, 0-2. Okay, Grayson. Let's settle right in and start attacking these hitters with some efficiency. This one's a little bit inside. A ball and 2 strikes on Hamilton, who's batting .263. Hits from the left side. Was not in yesterday's ball game. This one is in the dirt. Ball gets away. And the count 2-2 to the leadoff man in the top of the second. I can feel the sun coming up over my shoulder right now. Pitch swung on and missed. Rodriguez dials up 97, top of the zone, outside edge. Pretty impossible to do anything but maybe foul that pitch away. Some late movement tailing away as well. That is a nasty pitch. Ain't nothing you can do about that. Here's Rafaela now. And first pitch, he goes into center field and has himself a single. Just like that, first pitch swinging, Rafaela lines one up the middle for a base hit. One away, one on. And it feels like two opposite ends of the spectrum for Grayson. He's either dominating hitters and striking them out, or he's giving up hard hit baseballs. It's been one of the two. Jarren Duran back to the top of the order. And this ball's tagged. Right center. This ball's going to drop. Mullins will have to play it off the wall. Coming around and scoring the tying run is, who is that? Rafaela. And the Red Sox have tied it right back up. My goodness. How many extra base hits already? A homer and a pair of doubles from Grayson. And he's only gotten 4 outs. I don't know, James. Honestly. I mean, if this is going to be a high-scoring affair, normally keep pitchers in and they both give up 5 or 6 runs just so they can get those innings in. But, man, if Grayson doesn't have it tonight, I don't want to sit here and watch him give up 3 or 4 more extra base hits. This pitch is high to Wilyer Abreu, who had a homer in his last at-bat. 3-3 ball game now. And the Red Sox have the go-ahead run at second with only 1 out. This one's off the plate, 2-0. Tell you what, it's like Grayson comes in. That first batter he faces in the inning just gets blown away, and then after that, something happens. This one's fouled back. 2-1 the count. Elder Price might stop by. Hey, Stevie 2 times over here. I got to go get the papers. 2-1 pitch is foul back, 2-2. Well, the Red Sox are out here to hit today. I hope it's not a situation where we look back in hindsight and go, boy, it would have been nice to take a couple of those runs in that 11-3 blowout and use them for this game or tomorrow's game. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to do that? I call them rollover runs. Swing and a miss. Abreu goes after a fastball up and in on the hands at 97 miles an hour. No chance. I tell you what, it's like there's 2 different pitchers out there pitching at the same time. Grayson is either really nasty or getting hit really hard. 2 down, and this pitch is up and in. And that got him? What? Even the batter didn't make any indication he was hit. Rob Refsnyder is going to get awarded first base on a pitch that must have grazed a hair on his wrist. Slow that ball down. No, that's not slow. Give me a slower look. I don't believe you. Well, we'll never get another look again. The Orioles didn't put up any arguments, so I'm sure he got hit. The pitch swung on a miss with Devers up now at the plate on a high fastball, 0-1. Devers with an RBI single in the first. Now has 2 men on with 2 down. Duran at second. There's a called strike, 0-2. Refsnyder at first. One more strike, Grayson. And then we try to figure out how to settle down in the third, I guess. The 0-2 is in the dirt. Nice stop by Adley. Boy, he makes it look easy. I mean, that ball bounced in there. And he let it bounce perfectly off of him. And the ball never went more than arm's reach away from him. 1-2 the count on Devers. Dangerous hitter. With 2 men on. Tie ball game. The pitch. Inside on that curveball. 2-2 the count. Your boy needs a lucky. Normally he can go at least till the end of 3 innings, but this has been a long affair. 2-2 pitch again is popped up. This should end the inning. It's a long run, though, and it won't be the end. It drops over Henderson's head. Oh, I wish I didn't feel so confident about that being an out. Devers finds no man's land. That ball was hit high enough in the air where I just assumed somebody would get to it, but it's hit to left. Perhaps the left fielder with that giant outfield maybe playing a little deep. And that ball drops in, and the Red Sox have taken the lead on a ball in no man's land. Man, what kind of game we got going on here? 4-3 Boston. The lead has changed hands. Boston's had the lead, then the Orioles, and now Boston again, and it's only the top of the second. Swing and a miss by Connor Wong. And the count is 0-1. Refsnyder at third base now. Devers at first. Swing and a miss on that slider. Again, folks, you look at some of these pitches on an individual basis and you'd say, boy, Grayson's got some nasty stuff today. But anything that's not hitting is getting hit, if that makes any sense. Here's the 0-2. It's lifted into the air, left field and deep. Going back on a Cowser on the track. He makes the catch. Colton Cowser saves this inning from getting so much worse on a ball that's either a home run or a double pretty much anywhere. Saved once again by the pasture. The milkman covering all the ground to make that third out and end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second, folks. I mean, this is 1.5 innings of baseball? How am I supposed to get through this? This game is approximately 1/6 of the way over. My goodness. All right. Red Sox 4, Orioles 3. Your boy, blood pressure, 180/20 or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing out a number. I don't even know what that means. But, yeah, I'm going to step off here for a second and enjoy a lucky. Perhaps you should, too. Of course, if you're of the right age and responsible. Now, let's face it, there's nothing responsible about a lucky. Hey, BW, we can start winning now that I'm done smacking booty for the night. All right, booty smacker. I realize, first of all, let me just say, collect your breath. You know, all the smacking of booty takes a toll on a person. So just, calm down, glass of water, get that equilibrium back, get that heart rate down. You'll be ready to go. Yeah, put those hands in ice. Yeah, just hold grab a cold side of beef out of the freezer and just lay it on top of your hands. You'll be all right. Oh, boy. Tell you what, with a game like this tonight, I might need to get my booty smacked. Not by you, booty smacker. I don't trust anyone who puts their trade into their name. Or Jorge Mateo takes a called strike to start the bottom of the second. And the next pitch is off the plate, 1-1. All right, come on. Let's just keep throwing haymakers back and forth. This one clips the outside edge, a ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Mateo. He'll be followed by the top of the order, Gunnar and Adley. 1-2. Swing and a miss. A sinker and a nasty one from Bello. Perfectly located. Mateo swings over it. And there's one down here in the bottom of the second. Gunnar Henderson with a big cut and a miss on the first pitch. A changeup low and away. Gunnar had the leadoff double. That was the catalyst for the 3-run rally the Orioles put up. That did give them the lead there momentarily. Next pitch is low, 1-1. The pitch inside, 2-1. James, who's your 5-man rotation without Grayson right now? Who do you got? You got Burns, you got Bradish, you got Irvin, you got Kramer, and then what? Albert Suarez? And that's it? Anybody? Come on, James. Anybody? Well, Cole Irvin is back in the rotation. That much is certain. Yeah, James, I can count. He also, one start ago or 2 starts ago went 6 shutout innings, giving up like 1 hit. They're pitchers, man. They have their ups and downs. Here's a swing and a miss by Henderson, and he strikes out. 2 down, 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Base is empty for Adley Rutschman. Here's a called strike to Rutschman. Folks, I need to remind you that Rodriguez came in tonight with a record of 5-1, an ERA just a hair over 3. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have it tonight. But for the calls to remove him from the rotation seem a little bit of a overreaction in my humble view. This one is swung on a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Rutschman. Well, now his ERA is over 4. All right, well, if we give him the benefit of the doubt and allow him to pitch again, maybe he'll get it back down to 3 again. And then we'll play a fun game of ERAs between 3 and 4. This one is fouled away. And now it's 5. It's rising. He's not even on the mound, and it just keeps going up. James has given up on Grayson Rodriguez, folks. That's it for Grayson. This pitch is low. 2-2 on Rutschman. Can we all just talk about Tiago Rivera or Vieira from yesterday? There's a guy I can agree with you. We can give up on him. Inside to Adley in the count 3-2. Bello wanted the call, but that ball was inside. Apparently Bello feels entitled. Kurt says, you're done with Grayson. Okay. Swing and a miss. Rutschman goes down, and the inning is over. Bello, after blowing the lead he was given in the first, hangs on to it after the Red Sox went back ahead in the second. We go to the third. Boston 4, Orioles 3. Yeah, Gunnar and Adley just struck out. Get those bums off the team. Is Vieira the only pitcher we have that can get to 100? Rob, pretty much. And I think that's the reason why the Orioles saw him as a potential piece to add. Kind of reminds me of going after Fujinama somewhere around this time last year. A guy that throws hard but has some command issues, and I guess the Orioles felt like, well, we know what to do about those command issues. Well, they didn't know what to do about them yesterday. But Cionel Perez topped out a 98 in his appearance yesterday. I mean, if you can throw 98 and you've got good movement and you can locate the ball and keep it in and around the zone, that's fine by me. You don't have to have a 100-mile-an-hour pitcher, folks. It's nice to have, and the ones that can do it and can do it with some command, they're worth their weight in gold. But there's only a handful of them, and if you want one, you got to pony up the cash. Oh, that's right, folks. I would be remiss if I were not to acknowledge so long, Angel Hernandez. Laz Diaz, you're next. I just realized I had that lucky without even opening my door. So now, room filled with the smell of lucky. And that's probably not going to be making my house manager happy. Hopefully they won't be up here on the top floor today. All right, I'm back with you, folks. Dominic Smith to lead things off here in the top of the third. First pitch is a strike. Next one's popped up. Third base side. Westberg having a look, but it's into the stands. As a couple of older fans probably forgetting about the fact that they might be a little bit too old to be going after a foul ball like that. Calm down. You're no longer 12. Swing and a foul back. Still 0-2 on Dominic Smith. He walked in his first at-bat. John Boy's got a Angel Hernandez compilation. That is the least surprising thing I've heard about. There's a swing and a miss. Grayson gets the strikeout on Smith, who goes way out of the zone on a fastball. So once again, folks, pick which Grayson you want. I'm seeing two different pitchers take turns out there in the mound, sharing the same jersey. Here's Vaughn Grissom. Top of the zone for a called strike. Grissom lined out back in the first. And there is a called strike. So, James, you mean to tell me Dean Kramer wouldn't find a spot in another rotation pretty much on all but maybe two teams in baseball? We're just not even giving Kramer as credit for being a decent pitcher for us? I mean, does everybody have to be an all-star? 1-2 the count on Grissom. This one is hit in the air and off to the right, foul. 2-2. I mean, let's be honest, James. What did you think about Cole Irvin after his third or fourth start when his ERA was well over 5 and we were trying to figure out whether or not he should even be in the rotation? Do you remember that? It was only about a month ago. This one's inside. But you know what the Orioles did? They said, you know what? We like something about Irvin. Let's keep him involved. And now suddenly Cole Irvin is a part of your three-man rock in the rotation. Okay. Swing and a miss. Grayson gets another strikeout. Grissom goes down. He is better than Grayson. Yeah, I just don't believe that you would have said that a month ago, James. I just don't believe it. There's no way, after the way he started and the numbers he had put up, that you're going to sit there and say he's better than Grayson. You can say it now. It's pretty easy. There's a called strike to Hamilton. 0-1 the count. How about this, James? Let's revisit the subject a month from now, because who knows what the situation will be. This one is outside, and the count is a 1-1. I know, Fitzy. Come in and enjoy it while it lasts. And this one's fouled back. Well, James, if that's part of your argument, then what are we doing? Now we're just basically saying absurd things that really have no merit in an actual debate about the starting rotation. This one's inside. 2-2 on Hamilton. 2 down, nobody on, top of the third. The Red Sox ahead 4-3. Here comes the 2-2. Low and in, 3-2. And this is the Grayson we worry about, the one that goes to a full count on a guy like Hamilton. You got to just put him away here, Grayson. I will not accept a ball 4. This one is fouled away, and the count remains 3-2. Next pitch will be number 60 for Grayson. So even if he gets this third out here, that is 20 per inning. And this one is fouled back. ERA over 4 is terrible. All right, well, there's probably, a chance another pitcher who has an ERA in the 3s could go out and have one bad game and then it'd be in the 4s again. There's a swing and a miss. Rodriguez strikes out the side. So the guy that is a bum and needs to hurry up and just get off this team strikes out the side here in the third. We go to the bottom of the third. Boston 4, Orioles 3, and faith in Grayson Rodriguez 0. Jeez. God. I mean, should we pull up his last few starts and take a look? He's got 7 strikeouts in the first 3 innings. Now, obviously, folks, I've said it before. I'll say it every time. I'd rather have a guy who's being a little more effective and maybe not striking out so many guys than a guy who's racking up the Ks but giving up the runs. But clearly, Grayson's got the sort of stuff that with just one little adjustment, it might be mental, it might be whatever. These guys come out and pitch every 5 days. Sometimes it's on a day that just, I tell you what, everybody do your own experiment. Just pick a day to start and keep a little journal and only add to that journal every 5 days. And then go back and take a look after 6 months and see what sort of days you had every 5 days. I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and guess they weren't all good. You probably had a few stinkers in there, or you made a mistake or two. But then maybe you look over the entire 6-month course of these entries in your diary and you go, well, in general, things are pretty good. I don't know, just a little analogy to try to make a little bit of sense out of this. We go to the bottom of the third. Who's up? Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. First pitch is low for ball 1. And the next pitch is swung on a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike on Ryan O'Hearn. I don't mean to pick on any one person in the chat, so folks, there's no need to go in for the gang tackle. This one is tapped foul off to the right. All I do when I talk about things like that, folks, is just try to keep people a little more calm about the situation. That not everything is annihilation, you know? Swing and a miss. O'Hearn goes down on strikes, and that pitch was well off the plate. So I'm thinking Ryan O'Hearn should probably be DFA'd before this game is over because he struck out. That's not good. All right. I will keep the sarcasm in my pocket. 1 out. Colton Cowser at the plate. Cowser with an RBI single back in the first. Off the plate outside, 2-0 the count. Again, folks, I'm just, you can call me a hypocrite. I'm ready to give up on a pitcher that's had a grand total of 1 appearance for us. But it was so bad. Here's a called strike, 2-1 on Cowser. That, I was ready to throw in the towel. Hey there, Cantankerous. Welcome in, my friend. Here's a bunt attempt for some reason by Cowser. Popped foul off to the left in the count 2-2. Guess looking for the surprise bunt. But that did not work. He's overrated. Well, James, you're here to help keep his rating nice and level, right? If he's overrated, you keep commenting. That'll keep that overrating down to somewhere in the middle, right? It'll just even itself out with help from you. Cowser strikes out, and there are 2 down. Another nice pitch there by Bello. 96, bottom of the zone on the inside corner. So there you go. We're going to make sure that overrating is just a normal rating. This one's hit up the middle, but unfortunately, shortstop playing near the bag at second, has got that grounder from Santander over to first in time, and the inning is over. The Orioles go 1-2-3. We head to the fourth. Boston 4, Baltimore 3. Cows are looking mad today. All right, well, we might need to get mad. We're losing. Boston's doubled us up on the hit department. Not to mention, we had a lead that we lost. Normally, we take a lead. We don't lose. Mad cow disease. Out of town scores, anyone? Maybe now's the time. The Cardinals are ahead 3-0 on the Reds. I think Cincinnati have a 4-game winning streak. They're finally starting to climb out of their funk. But the Cardinals have a 3-0 lead at the moment. No score between the A's and Rays in Tampa. Scoreless as well in Atlanta between the Nationals and Braves. Rain delay between the Blue Jays and White Sox. One final on the board. I guess the first of a doubleheader. The Dodgers with a 5-2 win over the Mets. The second game of that series, or that doubleheader, I should say, starts in just a few minutes. And then also in a few minutes, you've got the White Sox and Brewers, Royals playing the Twins. A little later, Diamondbacks at Texas. The Guardians will be in Colorado. Yankees out playing the Angels. The, what do you call them? Astros? I think that's what you call them. The Astros will be out in the Pacific Northwest to take on the Mariners. The Fish are in Southern California to take on the Dodgers. The Phillies in Central Cali to take. Here's a ball hit into the hole and short, and wow, what a play by Gunnar Henderson. First pitch of the inning. A ball hit into the hole, and Gunnar, man, he does it again. The range, the ability to throw off the back foot with a whole lot of juice on the throw, and an accurate throw at that. Gunnar Henderson put another gold star next to that one to keep the leadoff man off base. All right, back to the top of the order. Duran with a swing and a miss. Folks, the only other game I didn't mention, postponed, Pirates and Tigers. And Duran fouls this one off 0-2. Top of the fourth, 1 out. Red Sox ahead 4-3. Second game of a 3-game series. The Orioles won big last night, 11-3. Now Boston with a 1-run lead here in the fourth. The 0-2 is grounded foul off to the right. And we'll do it again. All right. That's another hot take. I love John Means, but to say he's better than anyone right now, considering that he's had his third major injury issue since already being out for a couple of years, at this point, to get anything back from John Means as a major league pitcher would be a blessing. He is in he's in trouble right now. 1-2 the count. Yeah, we seem to have a lot of luck with guys with the name that begins with the letter J. Here's a swing and a miss. Hey, James, that's another strikeout for Grayson. That's 8 strikeouts and 3 1/3. So if you want to do the math, of the 10 outs he's recorded, 8 via the strikeout. But apparently he stinks. Here's Wilyer Abreu. Pitch is high for ball 1. I mean, at this point, James is rooting for Grayson to do poorly in order to support his argument. He would rather win an argument and watch Grayson struggle as a swing and a miss from Abreu makes it 1-2. 1-1. Because, yeah, if Grayson goes out there and pitches a shutout 4th, 5th, and 6th and gets his ERA back down, Well, that's going to ruin your whole argument, isn't it? Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Kurt, it is in jeopardy. I'm not here telling you it's over, but it's in jeopardy. And still losing. James, you're sounding sillier and sillier with each batter Grayson gets out. You're just sounding sillier, dude. Just own up to it. It was a bad take. Here's a check swing up and away, and the count is 2-2. Look, we all have our bad takes. It happens. But to stick there and be stubbornly stuck with it. Swing and a miss. Grayson strikes out another batter. How'd you enjoy that one, James? This inning is over. How was that there, buddy? But we're still losing, right? And boy, what a shame. What are we doing? 34-18, down a run. I mean, we should all be flogged. We should be punished. We should be thrown into a hot box. All them strikeouts. Right, James? Now that's his negative trait. Too many strikeouts now. Now there's just too many. I mean, come on. At some point go, okay, wait a minute. Maybe I just sort of overreacted because I hate it when we go down early. It sucks. Yeah, exactly. How dare he only strike out 3 out of every 4 batters? What a bum. Come on, James. The thing is, we're all here. We're sitting here. We're kind of smiling at this whole thing, but we're not like trying to pick on you. At least I'm not. We going to win this game. All right, there you go. Let's take it from there, James. Look, we all deserve a chance at a redemption arc, don't we? Here's yours. This is James' chance at a redemption arc. He's going to say, you know what? This game started off like crap. Grayson came out and was not ready. But you know what? It's a long game to go. We're a good team. Plenty of offense in these bats. The bullpen, usually, pretty solid. Why don't I just go ahead and lock in and root for my team? Here we go. Bottom of the 4th. First pitch up the middle by Westberg, but once again, the fielder, now the second baseman, shaded near the bag, is able to scoop it up and throw out Westberg for out number 1. So some nice defensive positioning in the infield here by the Red Sox. Last couple of batters with ground balls right up the middle. If you're playing straight away, those are base hits. There's a a called strike to Kyle Stowers. I believe he is, Kurt. I believe he is. So that's another part of the equation, is just even if John Means is able to work his way back, there's a swing and a miss by Stowers. He's in the hole 0-2. His days with the club here might not be long. The 0-2 to Kyle Stowers. Swung on, hit on the ground, and past the diving glove of the second baseman into right field for a base hit. Stowers aboard with his first hit of the night. And proving more and more that this bat needs a spot in the lineup on some sort of regular basis. I'm not saying he just up and up takes somebody else's job, but I'm telling you, with 4 guys, 3 spots, we need to. Okay, James, just enough. I'm not talking to you anymore. Now you're just saying stupid stuff. Not that you might not haven't already, but I at least try to give you the benefit of the doubt. But now you're just saying silly stuff that makes no sense whatsoever. Mullins takes a called strike. 1 out, runner at first. So I guess now the job is to what? Try to get under my skin? It ain't happening. I'm done with you. Keep typing. I don't care. There's a called strike 2. 0-2 on Cedric Mullins. Yeah, you should. Or how about you shouldn't say anything? I don't know. Just a tip. The 0-2 is low for ball 1. I try to give everybody the chance to, it's one thing to have an opinion. It's another to be. All right. Come on, Mullins. Hang in there, buddy. 1-2 count. Runner at first. The pitch swung on and fouled off to the right. Yeah, we need to mull this over. We need to mull over how an extra base hit can tie the ball game. In fact, I should probably be going to the sub screen right about now. And the hat is on standby. This one's off the plate outside. The count is now 2-2. And folks, your boy got to make the call. Hey, I lost somebody. Must have been from all the fun rapport between me and somebody in chat. Somebody got fed up. Or maybe it was Grayson. This one's hit in the air, left center. Come on, baseball. This one's trouble. And it's somehow chased down by Rafaela. Stowers has to hurry up and get back to first. He was already past second by the time that ball was caught. What an unbelievable catch in the deepest part of left center toward the splash zone, right where that wall juts out from the bullpen. A ton of ground covered on that catch by Rafaela. My goodness, I thought that ball was extra bases all the way. A solid stroke from Mullins. Man, that would have tied up the ball game. And Mullins probably would have been on third as the go-ahead run with nobody, or with 2 out, I guess. Man. No, yeah, with 1 out. He just made the second out. That was a tough result. Here's Mateo. Takes a called strike at the top of the zone. Boston 4, Baltimore 3. Folks, if you think you've got any idea about what the outcome of this game is going to be, I got a bridge in Zimbabwe to sell you or something. I don't know. What's the expression? The 0-1 is tapped foul off to the left. Oh, boy. Folks, are we going to get to 950? That would be nice. 50 to go to 1,000. This pitch is outside. 1-2 to Mateo. Hey, 949. Come on, one more. You want to be 950. You know you do. That's a nice, solid number. 950. That would put us 50 away from the big, big number. The 1-2 to Mateo. Bello holding the ball for a long time. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. And boy, that extra pause by Bello might have gotten into Mateo's head. That pitch in the dirt, Mateo swings and misses, and this inning is over. And boy, what a tough break. Stowers got on with a hit. Mullins came up and absolutely crushed a ball into the deepest part of left center field. But somehow, Cedric Rafaela tracked that baseball down and kept this game where it is. Hey, 950, thank you. We are done with 4 innings. Boston 4, Baltimore 3. 950, folks. 50 more. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? $50. All I need is 50 cents. 50 cents. Ah, boy. Let's not, I know. I don't think there's much I can say because I've said a few words myself, so I don't want to be a hypocrite, but probably for the best to just try and. You said same to me at 555. What did I say to you, foo? What did I say at 555? That I was really happy, or what did I say? This I'm very curious about. Because I had another guy leave a comment that said, "Hey, you said you'd stop talking about subs when you got to 900." During a ball game in which I didn't talk about subscribing for like an hour straight because everyone was too busy talking about Danny Mendick. And while the rest of the chat was laughing, one guy said, All right, Grayson Rodriguez out there for the top of the fifth. First pitch is a strike. Grayson, what are you doing? Throwing a strike. What's wrong with you? Next pitch is hit on the ground to short. Gunner's got it. Over to first in time. A 2-pitch out for Grayson. Man, it's almost as if the second James said that Grayson Rodriguez stinks, he's been magnificent. It's almost as if he gave up on the guy at precisely the most embarrassing time. Look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Grayson's going to leave the game without giving up another run. Most pitchers get lifted because they get into trouble and leave with a run on the board. But I'm telling you right now, I'm fine with Grayson Rodriguez. Yeah, I know, James. You know how everything works. You know exactly how it works. Just like cutting Grayson. This ball is hit inside out to left field for a single, and that should make James happy as the Red Sox have their first base runner since the second inning, I think. Is that your philosophy, James? You know what? Of all the stuff you said, that's the one that really pisses me off. What a dumb take. Come on back for another game. You trash your team and they'll play better. Okay, makes sense. Find another team to do that to. This pitch is high to Connor Wong. 1-0 the count. Runner at first, one down. Folks, if you're going to say, hey, BW, why didn't you do that an hour ago? Well, I try to give everybody a chance. Here's a ball hit on the ground to short. Gunner goes to second for one. Mateo to first. Not in time as Wong beats out that double play ball. I mean, yeah, find another team to be miserable about. Two out, runner at first. Dominic Smith, the batter. So, folks, we might be back to 9:49 now after that ejection, quote unquote. This one is fouled back by Smith. See, the man, I'm sure you're just, playfully joking, but come on. The French like to be miserable. Jeez. All right, so they have a little bit of a reputation. Here's a throw down to second, and that ball gets away. Oh, no. Connor Wong will get up and go to third as the attempted steal, the throw down. Rutschman's throw was not right on the money. It was bounced in there, and Gunner unable to corral it. Oh, there you go. So the man, you have every reason to comment. If you got a French father, you speak on experience. That's understandable. This one's hit on the ground, right side. First baseman's got it, flipped to first. O'Hearn flips to Grayson, and the inning is over. After giving up 4 runs in the first 2 innings, Grayson has put up 3 shutout frames with only a little bit of trouble and a whole lot of strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the 5th. This game is half over. Boston 4, the Orioles 3. Grayson's on 81 pitches. He could come out and go 6. We'll see if he does. I think if he does come out, they're going to have a pitcher loose already, and if he lets one guy on base, they'll probably pull him. I think that's the most likely thing to happen. Second most likely thing is they just go to the bullpen for the 6th period, but I feel like they're going to want to try to get him to, because he's been pretty good once he's settled down. 3 hits to Devers tonight. Man, that's the other thing. If you can just neutralize Devers, it really takes a whole lot out of this lineup. But he's 3 for 3 tonight. Well, he can't get a quality start, the man. A quality start would require not only 6 innings complete, but also 3 runs or less, and he's given up 4. Or are you talking about earned runs? Yeah, all runs are earned. We do have an error, but unfortunately, all runs do count against Grayson. So, yeah, it's not an official quality start. It's already off the cards. But still, a solid start, a solid finish to what was a poor start. That would be best case scenario, and I'll take it. I mean, we're in this ball game, folks. Halfway through a ball game, we're down a run. I feel like we've got a nice shot. By the way, speaking of Ryan Ripken, who came up earlier in the broadcast, there he is sitting right next to his father. Front row seats. Can't beat him. Gunnar Henderson, first pitch, pops it straight up behind the plate. And Connor Wong will make the catch in foul ground. 1 quick out from our most dangerous hitter. Bryan Bello out there for his 5th inning of work. And after his tough first inning, he's also been tough to deal with. 1 out for Adley Rutschman. 0 for 1 with a walk. 4-3 Red Sox in the bottom of the 5th. There's a called strike. 0-1 on Adley. Hey there, Janet. How you doing, hon? Boy, Janet, you missed a great conversation between BW and one of the BW Charm City chat members. This one's outside, and the count is 1-1. Oh, he chased one low and in on the slider. Adley with a big cut, a big whiff, and it's 1-2 now on Rutschman. How's Rodriguez looking? Well, Eric, you may not be asking the right guy. There was a guy here not long ago that would have given you a perfect summary of how he's looking. This pitch is low and away, and the count 2-2. Oh, Janet. It wasn't so much misbehavior as just unwarranted negativity, which your boy just doesn't have any more room in his life for. 2-2 the count. This one's reached for, hit on the ground, backhanded by the second baseman over to first in time for out number 2. Rutschman grounds out. And this top of the Oriole order so far being set down quietly by Bello. Gunnar and Adley set down. Here comes Ryan O'Hearn. And folks, I just felt a little bit of a vibration along my right side here. I think I'm getting a message from someone. Here's Ryan O'Hearn. First pitch to him is ball one. Next one's low, 2-0. Hey, welcome in the real Howard Stern, folks. Not an imitation, the real one. Hey, Howard, been a big fan of you, particularly the 90s. But congratulations on all your success. And if you've got an extra, I don't know, 40 grand around, you mind sending it my way? 3-0 the count on Ryan O'Hearn. The pitch. That one just off the plate, but he gets the call, does Bello. And the count 3-1. That's right. Before the K-Rock days, DC 101. Swing and a miss. Count goes full on O'Hearn. I know, Howard, but, I'm a humble guy, and I only ask for what I need to get by. I'm actually asking for more than I should. $20K should probably do the job. The payoff pitch is inside for ball four. Ryan O'Hearn with a 2-out walk. And that'll get the milkman to the plate. Folks, get some cows up in the chat. We need some instant offense. The pitch. Swung on and hit off the end of the bat to third, and that's going to end the inning. A weak grounder by Cowser. Bello is through 5. The Red Sox maintain the lead. We go to the 6th. Boston 4. Baltimore 3. Boy, barely had a time to get 2 moves out. I tell you what, it might be time for another lucky. Wait, I'm still getting another vibration over here. What is that? I'll have to figure it out later, I guess. I'm not sure. What is that? What something is, what in the world? Somebody is, what is this? What in tarnation? Dang, dang. Boom, 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 boom. All right, look. What do you say, Hat? Is it time? Oh, wait, hold on. What? Let Grayson try to go 6, and then if things go to don't swear, Hat, please. All right. So wait till the bottom of the inning. Is that what you're saying? Wait till the bottom of the... Okay. All right. I got you. All right. All right, folks. Here we go. Top of the 6th. Grayson Rodriguez, the bum, is still out on the mound for some reason. The bum. Still in our rotation for some reason. The bum. And the first pitch is popped up. First base side, backing up and now getting out of the way. The right fielder Santander makes the catch. And Grayson has a 1-pitch out. The bum. 1 out in the 6th. Here's Hamilton versus the bum. The pitch is top of the zone for a called strike. 1 strike from the bum. Next pitch is a called strike 2 from the bum. I think I'm starting to see why the hat wanted me to wait. Oh, and 2 the count on Hamilton. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. This will be pitch number 85 from the bum. Upstairs, 1 and 2. James, I'm hoping you're still listening in and enjoying my broadcast. Cionel Perez is up and getting loose. 1-2 pitch. Popped up. Left field. Plenty of room over there for Cowser to make the catch. And easy. Out number 2 from the bum. I think that's the part about him that really annoys me the most, is that I just knew in my heart of hearts that he was rooting for Grayson to just get knocked out, just to make sure he can win his point. He's now mad that the Orioles and Rodriguez is looking much sharper. Want to know the count on Rafaela? There's a check swing, but he goes around 1-1. Folks, I might be beating a dead horse, but sometimes a dead horse is worth beating in order to make a larger point. All right, maybe that didn't come out right, but hopefully you get what I mean. There's a called strike, top of the zone. 1-2 the count. 2 down, 1 more strike, and we'll be out of the inning. The pitch. Swung on and missed. A strikeout. And that'll probably wrap up the day for the bum. Man, what a terrible take. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Boston 4, Orioles 3. Grayson Rodriguez had a bad start, but finished up really strong. 10 strikeouts, 1 walk. Is that a career high? What exactly was the take? Oh, that Grayson shouldn't be in the rotation. He stinks. He's overrated. What else? Basically, every other pitcher in the organization is better. What else? Why is he still out there? I don't know. Whatever. Oh yeah. The ERA. The ERA's down to 3.5 again. The bum. His ERA's over 4. Did you see it? Yep. Now we're back to 3.5. And after a start next time, might be down to 3-2 again. And then what? Now what is he? An all-star? Where's that gray area between, I don't know, Hall of Famer and bum? Is there anything in between? I mean, look, again, folks, I'm just having a little fun for myself. I got to. It's a long season, and I have to deal with personalities like that out there. And the only thing I can do, I feel like, to fight back is to just sort of mock that sort of attitude. Make people feel silly for feeling that way. There's just no reason for it. Here we go, folks. Bottom of the 6th. Bryan Bello out there. Hopefully his final inning. Anthony Santander at the plate. And the first pitch is a called strike. Boston 4, Baltimore 3. The Red Sox do have action. A lefty, Bernardino, is up. This one's at the bottom of the zone, but no call there. Tony has a 1-1 count. He's 0 for 1, reached on a hit by pitch back in the first. The pitch. Swung on in line. Base hit right field. A leadoff single for Tony Tatas. And I feel terrible for not filling up my chat with more taters. There you go, Tony. Better late than never. have a snack. And what's that? What's that I hear? What light through yonder window breaks? It is the hat. In my head is the sun. Folks, the hat has called. The subscreen beckons. Here we go. Tying run at first, nobody out, bottom of the sixth. Jordan Westburg at the plate, first pitch. Lined foul down the left field line. By the way, it's 11 minutes after 7 a.m. my time. The 0-1 to Westburg. Swung on and grounded foul. He's in the hole 0-2. Folks, stick with the BirdWatcher. The one thing that makes me happy is that for every naysayer, there's about 30 or 40 of you that are with the program. 0-2 the count on Westy. Hang in there, buddy. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Bello holding the ball forever. And he fouls it off to Westburg. Man, Bello loves to do that pregnant pause. I guess he gets that ball back quick and just gets into that stretch position so that he could sit there and hold that ball for about 6 or 7 seconds. Feels like forever. Tony at first, nobody out. The 0-2 is laid off by Westburg. 1-2 the count. Folks, if you're just joining us, the Orioles fell behind with 2 runs from Boston in the first. Bottom of the first, they came back with a 3 spot to take the lead, but then Boston went right back on top with 2 in the second. It's been 4-3 ever since. This ball's up and in, and it hits Westburg on the hand. Yes, we're happy to get a runner on base, but hopefully Westburg, all bones in that hand are intact. Right hand, looks like it got him sort of on that, what do you call this part right here, folks? If you're looking at me right now, right there. Looks like I got him right there. What do you call that on the side? Down your pinky line. Trainer out to have a look. Yeah, let's get a chant going in the chat. But, folks, let's also make sure that Jordan Westburg's going to be okay. Because, folks, if he's got any damage to that hand, I mean, that's actually, we're now looking sort of at the wrist area as well. Trainer is sort of grabbing the forearm while making some twisting motions around the wrist. That is Westburg's right hand as well. I mean, that is his throwing hand. So nervous times right now. This is my favorite player, guys. This is the guy. Look, I love Adley. I love Gunnar. I love him. But Westy is my guy. He's just my guy. Like, if we had a big brother, little brother program, that's my boy right there. I'm worried about my boy. Hit him more in the wrist. All right, well, either way, it's not an area you want to get hit. Bello is going to come out of the game. There are boos all over the crowd. Westy's going to stay in. But, I mean, Rob, he's staying in, but that's not necessarily an indication that everything's okay. Because I've seen hitters with damage done to part of their body like their hand, and they still hanging in there to run, and then they come out of the ball game. If he's in there on defense next half inning, then I can breathe a sigh of relief. But I'm still a little bit nervous. And yes, Robert, I thought about that already, and I felt terrible for thinking about it already because, again, number one priority is we want Jordan Westburg healthy. That guy is such a huge part of this team right now. But indeed, if he had to miss time, well, it would make sense to probably give Holiday another shot. Since we're in a commercial break, folks, I'll bring it back to the screen here. Take a look at where we're at. Scoring summary. How we've scored. What innings and when. Runs, hits, and errors. And there's a look at the box score as well. If you need a magnifying glass, I understand. I think I might need a Lucky. Oh, it spells Orioles, by the way, Chris. I'm sorry. Orioles! I'm sorry. I totally missed the chant. O-R-I-O-L-E-S. Orioles! All right. I caught up. All right, folks. Bernardino, a lefty, on the mound for the Red Sox. Another pitcher who loves to tat up his throwing arm. I don't get it, but whatever. Brennan Bernardino making his 20th appearance of the season. He's actually started a couple of times. All right, it's back to the subscreen time, folks. As we've gone back down the 950. 2 on, nobody out. Ryan Mountcastle's up to pinch hit. How about this move? You bringing the lefty? Well, guess what? We got one of the best hitters against lefties sitting on our bench. And here he is. First pitch is ball 1. Santander at second. Westy at first. The pitch. Taken inside, 2-0. And you got to wonder if Bernardino isn't too pleased to see Mountie out there. He thought he might be putting the lefty away. No siree. 2-0 pitch is taken for a called strike. That one had plenty of the plate, but not where Mountie wanted it. The Orioles down a run. The tying run at second with nobody out. Go ahead and run at first. This one swung on and fouled straight back. Mountie unable to barrel that one up. Count even up at 2-2. Once again, folks, I know we got a good power bat up there and we got runs aplenty in our offense, but one thing I want more than anything is to make sure these runners move up. I want that runner at third. Low and in. Ball 3. All right. Oh, man, we've got a big pitch coming up right here, folks. I can feel it. I don't know if Bernardino can afford to walk Mountie here, even though I'm convinced he does not want to give Mountie a pinch to hit. Meanwhile, it's really up on Mountcastle here. He's got to lock in. It's two things. Either lay off the one out of the plate or crush the one that's over. The payoff pitch is take it inside. Take your base, Mountie. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded, pushing the tying run to third with nobody out. And here comes Mullins. Oh, man, Mullins, who got robbed. Wait a minute, no. Another pinch hitter. Hyde goes back to the well again. He says, you're bringing out a lefty? Well, welcome to my righties. Mountie's on, and here's Hayes now. Bases loaded, nobody out. And Bernardino's got a pitch. In fact, unless he gets a... Well, I don't even want to say what he would have to get, but... He's going to have to face at least one more batter after this in all likelihood. So the Red Sox having a conference. The Orioles. Oh, I said 5:55 would be good luck, and we homered in the ninth and we won. Okay, so what would be good luck tonight? Maybe kicking James out of chat? Is that our good luck? Defending Grayson Rodriguez when he did look bad in the first 2 innings, only to watch over the next hour him to return to his dominant-looking self. That might be my highlight tonight. That might be the good luck charm. Here we go. First pitch to Hayes is taken for a called strike. Right in there on a cutter. All right, Austin. We know you got a chance to do something huge, but we'll take something not as huge. Just make it something. The pitch is inside, but a called strike. Are you kidding me, Blue? Hayes just stands there, head down, looking like a kid that didn't get what he thought he would on Christmas morning. 0-2 the count. All right, Hayes, this is the same situation Stowers had yesterday. He got a tough call to make it 0-2 with the bases loaded. He hung in there. You got to hang in there, buddy. Big run at 90 feet away. The pitch is lifted foul behind the plate. A curveball, and Hayes fights it off. Folks, we are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Game 2 of 3. Boston ahead 4-3, but the Orioles have the bases loaded and nobody out. Austin Hayes on to pinch hit for Ced Mullins. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Oh, the pain. The pain. That pitch was nasty. Right on the outside edge. Hayes, you could tell he just wanted to get a piece of it. Now it's going to be up to Mateo. Still only 1 out. Come on, Jorge. Pitch is way inside for ball 1. All right, lock in, folks. Lock in. Let's go. Got to get it done with this batter here. Gotta. I don't want to get any deeper without cashing in. Santander at third. Westy at second. Mountie at first. A 1-0 to Mateo. Swung on and hit softly in front of the pitcher, and he's going to scoop it to home for the force. Oh, my goodness. As soon as that ball left the bat, you're like, well, Mateo's going to reach with an infield hit. But then the reality sinks in that the runner coming in from third is going to get out via the force after a shovel pass from the pitcher to the catcher. Not even a close play there. 2 down for Gunnar. All right. Jack's here just in time to put his palm to his face. The pitch. Called a strike at the bottom of the zone. Well, James is gone and Jack shows up. It's almost like when one person isn't here, the other is. It's a little weird. In fact, I'm going to start keeping an eye on such things. The 0-1 pitch is a called strike 2. The Orioles have had every opportunity to at least tie this ball game, and now they're 1 strike away. And there it is. Gunnar goes down swinging. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is one of the tougher busted up rallies of the season. The Orioles come up empty. Man. I mean, we had everything going for us. We were making moves. As soon as Hayes came in to pinch hit, when Mullins had just hit a ball, I'm not saying that was the wrong move. It's been the typical move, folks. It's been the typical move. Late in the ball game, a lefty, comes out. Mullins gets lifted for Hayes. It's been a common move. I haven't heard anybody complain about it. Makes sense on paper. But, man, Mullins had just crushed one earlier. Starting to look like he's coming around. And, again, with the bases loaded, I mean, we didn't need to ask him to, hit one on the flag court. Just make some contact, use that speed, and Try to get a run home. Man, that was tough. Tough. Late innings times, folks. I know the morale is low, but we've got 9 more outs to play with, okay? 9 more outs to play with. Cionel Perez will come on to pitch now. He's a bum. His ERA is 4.63. Hey, James, why is Perez on our team? Even though he came in yesterday's game and shut the door after that other guy came in and stunk up the joint. But still, I'm looking right here at this number, and that means he stinks, right? Just checking. All right. So Mountcastle will stay in and be the DH. Kyle Stowers is out of the game. Mullins also out of the game. Hayes will stay in and move to center or to left field with Cowser now moving to center. And hey, okay. Cionel Perez on the mound. I'm going to go ahead and preemptively restart my stream because it's usually around this time of the night that things start to do it on their own. I'm going to go ahead and jump the gun while there isn't too much happening right now. That's what I'm going to do. Your boy's learning. Get out ahead of it, right? As I say that, hurry up and do it. Okay. Top of the 7th. I missed the first pitch there. It's an 0-1 count on Duran. The next one is off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cionel Perez facing the top of the order. Jarren Duran. He'll be followed by Wilyer Abreu and Rob Refsnyder. This ball is hit in the right, but it'll hang up there for Santander to make the catch. That ball hit on a line, but right there, head high for Tony to make an easy catch. 1 away here in the 7th. Oh, yeah, I need to stretch when we get to the bottom. I do need to get up. I need to get up and stretch and kick. All right, Wilyer Abreu, 1 for 3 with that homer back on the first. First pitch, line in the right, and Santander will jog and chase this one down in the gap. 2 quick outs for Perez on 4 pitches. And the batter will be Rob Refsnyder. I better hurry up and get ready to stretch. Get my lucky ready. Get everything ready. In fact, I'm going to pop a Ricola right now. Ricola. There's a called strike on the inside corner. Refsnyder, excuse me, 1 for 2. Doubled. Scored a run, also hit by a pitch. This one's low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 down, nobody on, top of the 7th. It's been 4-3 ever since the 2nd inning. This one's fouled back, 1-2. Yep, it's hard to get everything lined up and well-oiled and running smooth all at the same time. That's why it's important to have just a complete team with as many quality, talented players as you can. And the hope is that with everybody involved, a few guys can afford to not perform, and the other guys can pick them up. I mean, I'm telling you right now, that is the attitude of a clubhouse, game in and game out. I'm sure guys go over to other guys after every game and pat them on the shoulder and go, hey, thanks for picking me up tonight. This one is line foul off to the left. Count 2-2 on Refsnyder. Apologies if you can hear me slurping on this Ricola here. But I need a little bit of that, what do you call it? Cough stuff. This one's hit back up the middle, backhanded by Mateo, who runs into Henderson and still able to get the throw off accurately and in time. Boy, you don't see that often. Two infielders colliding on a ground ball, and they still make the play. We go to the bottom of the 7th, folks. Hey, we're down a run. 1 run going to keep you down? Ain't going to keep me down, especially when it's time to throw some cakes on the griddle. That's right, folks. 7th inning stretch time here at Camden Yards. Your Orioles are down a run and need your help. This is time to find out who the real fans are. Where are we missing that talent, BW? Do we need to go get a superstar? The Yankees got Soto. Chilo, we got superstars. Adley Rutschman is a superstar. Every other team would love to replace their catcher with Adley Rutschman. That's a fact. Gunnar Henderson, superstar. Already in the conversation for MVP, and deservedly so. Westberg, he's working on it. He's still not, making the headlines like the top 2 guys, but he's in there. But bottom line, the money it takes to sign those big-name players, I want that money allocated toward locking up the players we got. That said, come trade deadline, there's no reason to put our blinders on and ignore a potential move for an upgrade somewhere in offense. It could happen. And, injuries might also play a part in that. But in general, I think most would agree the number one target is a back of the bullpen shutdown pitcher with some filthy stuff. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 7th. Adley Rutschman batting from the right side here against Bernardino. This one is grounded foul, and it's quickly 0-2. Also, and I know this might sound ridiculous, but I don't want Juan Soto on my team. Juan Soto seems to care more about Juan Soto than everything else. And this team is full of guys that play like a team. Look, Soto's going to help you win. I just enjoy winning in a way that involves a lot of players who aren't prima donnas. I don't know. That's just me. 1-2 the count on Adley. The pitch is low and away, 2-2. I mean, that said, you get a guy like Yordan Alvarez when he gets to the end of his, contract with Houston. I'll take him as my DH. Swing and a miss. Rutschman goes down swinging for the first out here in the 7th. Been a tough night for Adley. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Yeah, I mean, as much as I love Ryan O'Hearn, if you tell me we can have Yordan Alvarez, I would say, hey, Ryan, we love your left-handed bat. We're going to have it on the bench for some late-inning magic. But, we'll put in Yordan at DH. Speaking of O'Hearn, he's up at the plate, and he swings and misses at a curveball. 0-1 the count. But, folks, we're not getting Yordan Alvarez, so no need to even ponder. Low and away, 1-1. Four to 3 Boston in the bottom of the 7th. The Orioles had a huge chance to not only tie the game, but take the lead in the previous inning. And they blew it, leaving the bases loaded. O'Hearn now with a 2-1 count. Colton Cowser is on deck. And Bernardino will surely be left out there to face him. There's a called strike, 2-2. We've already used up Hayes and Mountcastle as right-handed pinch hitters, so when Cowser comes up, I would imagine he's going to hit for himself. What are you going to do? Play Ramon Arias, and then who do you put in the outfield after that? So Cowser will indeed, unless I'm missing something, will hit for himself next against this lefty. 2-2 the count on Ryan O'Hearn. One out. Nobody on. Bottom of the seventh. The pitch is fouled away. Still 0-2. Yeah, and just imagine, folks, just imagine the team chemistry we have, and then you throw Juan Soto in the mix. It's not a fit. Then it's suddenly the Juan Soto show. The 2-2 is hitting the air to left field, and it's going to hang up there, unfortunately, for out number 2. Jarren Duran making the catch in left. O'Hearn retired. 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Folks, get those cows in the chat and do it in a hurry. We need a miracle. Lefty on lefty. Oh, man, if we don't get one cow quickly, we're in trouble. Here's the pitch. Taken for a called strike. Cows are 1 for 3 tonight. RBI single back in the first. Hitting .243 with 7 homers, 25 driven in. Pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 2. That one was right down Broadway. And Cowser could not get to it. It's a small crowd in the ballpark tonight, folks, unfortunately. And there was a attempt at an Orioles chant that, it has to be said, was a little bit sad. The 0-2 is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yenier Cano getting loose in the bullpen for Baltimore. He might be out there for the 8th inning. This one is a called strike 3. Wow, a curveball and a beauty for Bernardino. Front dooring Colton Cowser. He gave up on that pitch. The inning is over. 7 innings in the books, folks. Man, that 6th inning with the bases loaded. And, oh, God, I mean, look at all these zeros in that 6th inning. Just give us the 1 run. And we're feeling a whole lot better about ourselves right now. We go to the 8th, 4-3 Boston. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Oh, man. Hey, folks, tomorrow, final game of this 3-game series. I think it's the same start time as today, 6:35 p.m. local time Eastern. Yes, indeed. So I will be up and streaming starting at 6:25 p.m. Come on in. Get in early. Have a little chat. We're going to have Corbin Burns out there going up against Cutter Crawford. So, folks, this game is nowhere near over. And I believe my Orioles can win this puppy. But just in case something goes a little awry, because you never know. An umpire does something stupid. Some weird thing happens, like a ball hits a bird or something. I don't know. So just in case something crazy happens, we still have a chance to take the series tomorrow with our ace on the mound. So, folks, it's almost like we're playing with house money. We're up to 952. We're over 950, folks. Been a bit of a slow night in the sub department. A few more would make me a whole lot happy. But I'm not complaining. Here we go. Perez, first pitch is hit down the left field line, and it's trouble up against the wall. Is that Devers again? Is he going for third base? Here comes the throw, and he's safe. Rafael Devers, first of all, he just spit on his own shirt. He tried. That was an unsuccessful major league spit. Devers goes opposite field and turns it into a leadoff triple for the Red Sox. My goodness. I didn't think Devers had a triple in him, especially with the ball hit the left field. But there you go. Red Sox with another runner. And Perez is done. Here comes Cano. Perez was left in there to face the lefty Devers. Gives up the triple. And now we turn to Cano with the righty Connor Wong due up. 4-3 Boston and threatening for more. In the top of the 8th, we've got a break in the action. One more check on these out-of-town scores. The Cardinals now up 6-1 on the Reds. Oakland has broken out to a 3-0 lead on the Rays in the bottom of the 7th. Still scoreless, bottom 6. Braves and Nats. Halfway through the Cubs-Brewers game, Chicago with a 1-0 lead. Twins ahead 2-0 on the Royals, bottom of the 4th. Dodgers up 2-0, bottom of the 4th on the Mets. That's the second game of 2 in New York. Scoreless between the Blue Jays and White Sox in the 2nd. Arizona up 2-0 in the 3rd over the Rangers. No score, just getting started. Rockies and Guardians. And again, that final in the first game of a doubleheader, the Dodgers 5-2. Everything else coming up later. Yankees and Angels, Astros and Mariners, Marlins and Padres, Phillies and Giants, and one game washed out, the Pirates at the Tigers. All right. Deep breath, everybody. Deep breath. This is Lamaze class, all right? Or maybe if you've seen one of my favorite movies of all time, Midsommar, you know how to breathe. Just do that, and you'll be fine. By the way, that extra base hit by Devers ties him for the most extra base hits before turning 28 years old in the history of the franchise, tying with Jim Rice. You mean to tell me Ted Williams wasn't there? All right, first pitch is swung on and missed. Cano in on the mound, Wong at the plate. 27th appearance for Yinier. 3-2 record, 3.13 ERA. Swing and a miss on that sinker. And the count 0-2. ESPN. Oh, yeah, you know darn tootin' I stole that stat right off the screen here. Sorry for the slurring. I'm just breaking down the remaining remnants of this Ricola in my mouth. All right. Thank you, Lozenge. 0-2 the count on Wong. Runner at third, nobody out. The Orioles might have to deal with the fact they're going to be down 2 runs in late innings. They're down 1. It's a lot to ask to prevent that runner at third from scoring with nobody out. But the Orioles were unable to score with the bases loaded. This one is fouled at the plate. 1-2 on Wong. Let's see what Cano can do to keep this game where it is. All right. Cano wants a new baseball. Devers at third. He's got 4 hits, right? 4 for 4. Man. It's Devers night. 1-2 pitch is swung on, hit opposite field and down in front of Santander for a base hit. Devers can walk home, And that 5th run scores. Still nobody out. Cano comes in and gives up an RBI single. The Red Sox now lead 5-3. Ugh. Well, Cano sucks. Get rid of him. And what else? I got a feeling if James was managing this team, there'd be 4 players left on the roster by the end of the night. Here's a stolen base attempt, and he's safe. Gunnar immediately points to the dugout. He wants a challenge on the phone, and Gonzalez is already motioning to the umpires for the headset. We are going to challenge this steal attempt. A good, accurate throw by Adley. Oh, it's bang, bang. They're going to need a better angle than this one to get something conclusive. It was a good snap tag by Gunnar. Question is, does the glove touch the uniform before the foot hits the bag? And I'm telling you right now, Rob, for sure, is ridiculous. It is. All right, that's the best angle right there. I just saw a first angle that really made the case. And hopefully that's the angle they're going to look at in New York. Out of these 6 or 7 angles. And the runner is out. Rob, I apologize, but I'm telling you right now, 6 angles said to me, too close to overturn. Then I saw a 7th angle, and it's this one they're showing right here. That's the one. It's straight from the center field camera. You're seeing the play from behind, and you're seeing the tag. All right. 1 out, and here's a high fly ball to right center. Drifting over is Cowser to make the catch. And there are 2 down here in the top of the 8th. All good, baby, all good. Gunna don't lie. Gunna don't lie. Man, I got to get up. 7th inning stretch, and I never stretched. Vaughn Grissom is at the plate. And the first pitch is low and away for ball 1. I have got to get up and move around. You know what? I'm just going to take this mic off of its thing and get up. The 1-0 pitch is in there, called strike 1-1. I mean, I don't want you to see me get up because all you're going to see is my crotch walking around. But, yeah, just going to get up and move around. Get the blood flowing a little bit. This pitch is outside, and the count 2-1 on Vaughn Grissom. Oh, yeah. Why didn't I ever think about doing this before? This is fouled away, and the count 2-2. I mean, the freedom, folks. I'm walking around. I'm lifting my knees up. I'm shaking out the shoulders. This is... Why have I not thought of doing this before? This one's hit in the air, right center. Cowser is going to chase it down, and the inning is over. The Red Sox got that leadoff man on, but... we gunned him down. Adley throwing out the would-be base stealer after a challenge proved us right. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Folks, we need 2 now. We don't need just a blast. We need a bloop and a blast. Who's going to bloop? Who's going to blast? And when the hell are we going to DFA Grayson Rodriguez, that bum? I've had enough of his double-digit strikeouts, sick-looking stuff, and the fact that he wasn't good for an inning and a half. I mean, that's unacceptable. I remember back in my day, every pitcher on my team would pitch 9 innings and never give up a hit. Back in my day... Oh man, I could get used to this. I feel like I'm doing stand-up. Hey, how you guys doing out there tonight? Good to see you. Where you from, huh? All right. Good to see you. Some lovely ladies here tonight. All right. That's your girl? Is that your girl right there? Ha ha. Well done, my man. Well done. Yep. All right. Boy, how about this COVID, huh? Whew. That's right. Topical. All right. I'll be here all week, folks. Thanks. Be sure to tip your bartenders. Yeah, I like this. You know, I might get a full mic stand. Just rock out like Tyler, what's his name? Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. Just put some bandanas on this thing. All right. We are going to the bottom of the eighth. The one drawback is that my vision standing back from my computer isn't as good. But I'm also able to go through my fridge. This is amazing. Why have I never thought to do this? Look at this. I got a snack over here. All right. Maybe this is what we need for a comeback. Anthony Santander will lead it off here in the bottom of the eighth. First pitch is a called strike. We've got a new pitcher out here. Slayton. Justin Slayton. 19th appearance of the season, an ERA of a flat 3. The 0-1 is fouled away. The 0-2 is swung on and fouled off to the right. No balls, 2 strikes. Tony, those look like home run swings. I'll take a homer. But we need a base runner. It's a lot easier to just get a guy on and then homer him in than get 2 solo shots. Swung on and somehow fouled away on a pitch low and in. Still 0-2. You know, this mic cord is long enough. Maybe I'll just go out into the hallway and do the rest of the game from there. I think my neighbors would like it. 0-2 is lined, and a diving stop by the second baseman gets up and throws out Santander. Man, I tell you what, the Red Sox defense isn't exactly one of their strong suits, but tonight they've made some fantastic plays, both in the infield and the outfield. Santander robbed of a leadoff single to begin the eighth. 1 down. And we are running out of outs. Here's Jordan Westburg. Takes low and away for ball 1. Westburg has a pair of RBI tonight. Low and away, 2-0. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. What are you swinging at, Jordan? I mean, his body language tells you everything. He can't believe he swung at that pitch head high. On a 2-0 count, no less. The 2-1. Way high. Slayton trying to get Westburg to go back to the well again. But Jordan ain't having it. Look, Jordan might have looked bad on that last swing, but he ain't stupid. 3-1 the count. Get on base any way you can, buddy. Swing and a miss. Again, the high fastball, but this one had the top of the zone, and Jordan couldn't lay off. And the count 3-2. The payoff pitch. on the ground and through on the left side. A base hit past the diving shortstop. A single for Westy, his second hit of the ball game, and that'll get the tying run to the plate. Folks, the hat is on, and the sub screen is up. The sub count is not up, but hey, maybe that's why we're not getting the magic we typically get. There's no love. Nobody wants to join us. Let me close this behind me. Mounting at the plate. Swing and a miss on a pitch way off the plate, low and away. The 0-1. Boy, laid off there. Low for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ryan Mountcastle. A chant in the ballpark. Not a big crowd, but they're doing their best. 1-2 count. The pitch. Drilled. Stay up. That ball's caught in center. Man, that looked good off the bat. Mountie really jumped on it, but it's an out to center field. 2 away. Oof. Austin Hayes is now at the plate in the face of right-hander. Man, we had to take care of business when we made those moves, and now we got a righty on a righty, and nothing we can do about it. Hayes swings and misses. 0-1. Boozer is up and getting loose for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. Hayes chases a sweeper low and away, and he's in the hole 0-2. 2 down, 2 strikes. Runner at first. Hayes the tying run at the plate. Craig Kimbrell and Keegan Aiken both loose. Aiken likely to come in if the score stays as is. Kimbrell just getting warm in case the Orioles somehow at least tie the game. 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Hayes really looked completely overmatched in that at-bat. And the inning is over. We go to the 9th. Boston 5, Baltimore 3. Man, that 6th inning is going to haunt my dreams. What could have been in that 6th inning just hurts. It hurts. We've left 8 men on base. Boy, there it is. There's that moment. See, the folks, right here is the moment where Boston was still ahead 4-3. But at this moment of the game, the gamblers thought the Orioles had about a 70% chance of winning this ball game. That's your moment of trauma right there. That moment of the ball game. I mean, you say make our offense look bad. I mean, it hasn't been dormant. It's just normally we cash in on situations like that bases loaded one. We just didn't cash it in. I mean, we've never been out of this game, that's for sure. Just, yeah. 6 hits. Again, I'm not saying our offense has been outstanding, but it's just been kind of meh. Some meh results. The Red Sox are not a good team, so I don't know why the Orioles are struggling. Jack, if we win tomorrow and take 2 out of 3 against the team that has a .500 record, isn't that just normal? You really don't know why? It's just these are normal things happening, but you don't know why. Okay. So when we lost 2 out of 3 to Pittsburgh, you didn't know why. When we lost 2 out of 3 to Oakland, you didn't know why, right? Because they stink, right? All right, well then why did we win 3 out of 4 against the Yankees? Why did that happen? Why did the good things happen? Let's talk about that. Keegan Aiken out on the mound. David Hamilton at the plate. First pitch is a strike. Next pitch is a strike. Getting you caught up. Oakland is a sleeper team, to be fair. Okay, well then root for Oakland, Jack. Because if they're a team on the up, maybe you can enjoy when they don't perform night after night. And you'll be less tough on them. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm getting a little annoyed. You've been nicer in the chat lately. I don't mean to cause any friction. I'm sorry. 2-2. This pitch is off the plate and the count is full on Hamilton. I just don't understand a comment like, I don't know why the Orioles are struggling. They're playing a division opponent with a .500 record. They're not garbage. Here's a ground ball in the right field for a base hit. Hamilton on with a single to begin the top of the 9th. Is that true? Is it Mateo to lead off in the 9th and then the top of the order? If that's the case, I'm ready. Is that right? Yeah, you're right. Mateo and then the top of the order. All right, I'm ready. Rafaela takes a called strike. 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Outside, 1-1. I think the man might be willing us to come back. Yeah, don't forget about the hat. The hat doesn't forget. This one is up and away. 2-1 on Rafaela. And the pitch is low, 3-1. Well, again, the man, I was starting to see a bit of a redemption arc for our buddy here, but there's ball 4. That's first and second out, and now with nobody out. I guess my number one question, and I'll leave it at this, is I'm waiting on the time where I see both James and Jack in the chat at the same time, because I never have. And it kind of makes your boy wonder if it's just the same person. They have very similar attitudes and comments. Meeting on the mound. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Back to the top of the order for Duran. And now I'm getting tired of holding this microphone in my hand. What was I thinking? That's better. Oh, now I've got the wire all over the place. I've made a mess out of all this. All right, meeting on the mound over. First and second, nobody out. The Orioles can ill afford to give up any more runs. I know, Mr. Hyde. Why can't we go 162-0? This one's low on a bunt attempt by Duran. Here we go. Here we go. It always works out, right? When we win big, everybody's happy, and then for some reason, you get a situation like our trip out to the Cardinals, and then everybody's coming out of the woodwork. 1-1 the count on Duran after a foul ball. One is first. Aiken steps off and looks the runner back to second. The pitch. Another bunt attempt and pulled back as this one is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. I was waiting for more Duran puns. We only had the hungry like the wolf one. There's a bunt attempt and a good one. Third baseman Westberg charges and has to do everything to get the runner at first. And now the runner at third. Whoa, what's going on over there? Come on, cameraman. Keep up. Second and third now with 1 out as Duran moves up 2 runners into scoring position. Magic moments, memories we've been sharing. Magic moments when 2 hearts are caring. Hang in there, folks. The Orioles have the infield in. Second and third, 1 out. And a lot of booing going on in the crowd for some reason. This pitch is low for ball 1 on changeup. Romy Gonzalez is up to hit. He had that 3-run triple in the 8th inning yesterday. The only offense Boston could muster. Now he's up there with 2 on, 1 out. And now a 2-0 count. The pitch is lifted in the air to left. Actually make it center as the cameraman picks up on it. This will get the runner at third home. Here comes the throw to third. And the runner at second is able to reach after a tag, moving up with 2 down. So the Red Sox, with run number 6, they've tacked on a pair of runs here late. And they're going to make this bottom of the 9th very difficult in terms of a comeback. Well, our odds are getting pretty slim. Has to be said. Here's Rob Refsnyder. Swung on and drilled. Left field and deep. Backing up. And that one's over the wall in Baltimore by several rows. Rob Refsnyder absolutely jacks one off of Keegan Aiken, who has gotten drilled here in the 9th. Boston out now ahead by 5. And any thoughts of a comeback now are looking pretty bleak. Red Sox 8, Orioles 3. Folks, I think it's time to think about preparing to go for the win tomorrow and taking this series. This is going to be a tough one. Fouled away by Devers. Devers is 4 for 4 tonight, folks, and I'm telling you right now, I don't know how often Rafael Devers goes 4 for 4, but I'm willing to bet that when he does, the Red Sox usually win. This pitch is unfortunately called a ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's right. Corbin Burnes will be on the mound tomorrow. Just the guy we need to try and erase this loss, this potential loss, and also take the series. I know everybody's feeling miserable right now, but folks, we are 4-0 against the Red Sox, and we're about to now be 4-1 if we lose tonight. We're just going to have some bad nights from time to time, people. In fact, get ready for this. We're going to lose like a couple of nights every week for the next 4 months. So if that concept bugs you, well, there's nothing I can do to help. 2-2 on Devers. And he fouls this one back. Raffy hanging in there. You can tell he wants a 5-hit night. Tell you what, Keegan Aiken is a guy I'm a little worried about. This one is low and away. I mean, as the lowest of low leverage lefties in the bullpen, I guess. But, I mean, this one's fouled back. And the count is still 3-2. I mean, we get into September and hopefully the playoff time. How much confidence am I going to have when they call upon Aiken coming into a game that isn't already well under wraps? This one's fouled back by Devers. This at-bat is going on forever. Still 3-2. Aiken has thrown 28 pitches at this point. Under Paul Richards, the Orioles became a contender by 1960. From there, it took until 66 to win the first series. There's a strikeout by Aiken to win the inning. We go to the bottom of the ninth, folks. The Orioles down 5. Yeah, folks, I don't really know what else I can do to kind of project the attitude that I feel is healthiest to fellow Oriole fans, which is, look, yeah, when we lose or we get pounded or we make some mistakes or we miss some opportunities, yeah, in the moment, it's going to stink. I'm going to feel the sting. I'm going to sit there and mope a little bit. But, folks, you got to have the attitude of every day is a new day. Every day is a chance to erase a bad day. And that's the only way you're going to do it, or else good luck spiraling further and further down several more bad days if all you're going to do is focus on the previous bad day. So if we don't win tonight, your boy's going to be okay. I mean, I'm thinking about, well, what are the things we need to do to make sure we don't lose like this again? Well, again, Keegan Aiken is a guy I'm worried about. Don't we have one other lefty option? Isn't Vespi a lefty? And can we think about maybe seeing if Vespi's a better option than Aiken? That would be enough. Coulombe, Perez, and Vespi. You're looking forward to seeing what Elias will do before the trade deadline. Yeah, well, about another month and a half to go. The unfortunate thing is that the Wednesday game is at 6. I wish it was early. Oh, well. Not me, Jack. First of all, it's 6:35, right? 6 would be 5 a.m. for me, which means I'd have to get up at 4 a.m. and not 4:30. But, yeah, I enjoy games that start either right at 1 o'clock or 7 o'clock or later, because those 6 hours in between is when I should be sleeping. Greg Weissert is on the mound, looking for the final 3 outs for the Red Sox. Jorge Mateo up to lead things off. And, folks, this first batter is everything. If Mateo can get on, I'll hang in there. First pitch is inside for ball 1. I live on the east coast of the Gulf of Thailand. This is in there for a called strike. Oh yeah, Cantankerous, and your point should be well taken. Every team gonna have a game like this. Gonna have a lot of games like this. This one is hit on the ground softly, but Mateo does not have the speed to beat out the throw from Hamilton. There is one down in the ninth, folks. Gunnar Henderson. Matt says we got this. And I'll tell you this. I got my hat on, and the hat knows. The hat's like, hey, if you give up on me just because I don't give you what you wanted every single time, then you'll never get anything from me. So I have to allow the hat to occasionally not deliver. First pitch to Henderson's a called strike. Gunnar is 1 for 4 tonight. This pitch is swung on and missed. 0-2. Weishart quickly ahead of Gunnar. What I'd love to hear from everybody in Charm City chat right now is, hey, BW, I'll be back tomorrow for Game 3. You bet your bottom dollar. I love my Orioles, and I love the BirdWatcher channel, and I want to come on back. Here's a line drive, but a diving catch. Romy Gonzalez not playing in his normal position. It wasn't the prettiest, smoothest sliding catch there, but he gets the job done on a hard hit ball by Henderson for out number 2. There's Pocket Watch. I got one person to join in. I'll be back tomorrow. All right. Rutschman at the plate. First pitch is low for ball 1. What now, Jack? Jack, is making new friends troublesome for you? The 1-0 pitch is a called strike, 1-1. Chris says, I'll be back tomorrow. You bet your bottom dollar. Fantastic. Cantankerous says, your hat said that? It sounds like marriage. I know, Cantankerous. It's the only long-term relationship I have. It's me and the hat. Just the two of us. Adley takes low and away. 2-1 the count. 2 down, nobody on in the ninth. The Orioles are running out of time and running out of air. Popped up foul, and now we're down to our last strike. Bill will be back tomorrow. Coldest will be back. Book Doc with a long comment that I'll try and read later because we're about to see another pitch. The man will be back. And the Book Doc will be back. Okay, folks, here comes a 2-2 pitch to Adley Rutschman. And here it is. Low for ball 3. I'll be back. The only losers are the fans who are crying over one game. Jesus. I remember being slotted to take lumps as a junior once while our seniors got slugged. You don't look at the score, and you fight. This one is lined right down the corner. What is it? It's foul. Rutschman hanging in there. Tell you what. I'd love to see what the win probability is for this 99.9%, says the bet makers. That is with 2 out and nobody on, down 5. I don't know where they come up with these crazy stats. The payoff pitch to Rutschman. Line drive, base hit right field. And that ball's going to roll a sliding stop along the track, and Adley thinks better about testing the arm because we need base runners. All right, what's the probability now? So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah, folks, get your odds in right now. I don't encourage this sort of thing, but If you're giving me 99 to 1, I'll bet $1. Here's Ryan O'Hearn. The pitch. Swung on and popped up. Get out of play. Get out of play. Hey, look at that, folks. We've had a little bit of a leak. Some information has been leaked, and suddenly our chances have improved by a whopping 0.3%. The 0-1 to O'Hearn is lined up the middle, a base hit. 2 runners on. 3 more to go. I told you that the hat said you better not question me, BW. If you want results all year long, you better put up with a couple of lumps. By the way, there's a bit of rainfall now as Colton Causa gets one more chance. 5-run homer, anybody? The pitch, swung on and lined foul off to the left. The rain is dropping now. Hey, you never know, folks. You ever seen The Natural? Remember things start to get a little weird when the rain starts coming down late in the ball game? I know you know what I'm talking about. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. Causer chases one low and in. And the count is 0-2. And unfortunately, keeping the dumb betting probability thing up on the screen has kind of given away a thing or two. Oh, well. No balls and 2 strikes on Causer. First and second, 2 down. The pitch swung on and missed. And this ball game is over. The Orioles have a 5-game win streak come to an end. Is it 5? Yeah, we swept 4 in Chicago, took the first one here. So a 5-game win streak coming to an end tonight with an 8-3 loss to Boston. And hopefully everybody's going to be able to handle the loss because tomorrow we've got work to do. It's called the rubber game, folks. It's called you play series and you work to win 2 out of 3. Well, we still have a chance to do it tomorrow with our ace on the mound. His name is Corbin Burns. You might have heard of him. By the way, I don't think I've even looked at the like count all night long, but look, you guys did a great job. Maybe if there's 5 of you out there who are still here, haven't quite walked out the door, maybe before you do, you can get that like count on up to 70, and we'll call it a day with that. Thanks for all the new subscriptions as well. We got over 950, folks. Not the biggest night. 8 subs. If we're on that kind of pace, we might need a full week to get to 1,000. But hopefully we'll pick up the pace. It seems like when we win, the subs go up. When we lose, they stay down. It's understandable. I gotcha. But hopefully, despite the loss, you guys had a good time here in the Charm City chat. Special thanks, as always, to the mods, Janet Hill, Christina, Card Crazed, and to our Magic members like Pocket Watch, David in France, and a few others. Some of you have been gifted subs. Don't forget that. Cantankerous, I won't forget about you. Unfortunately, one of the gifted subs went to somebody that you'll probably never see around because he's just too bitter about some stuff that don't make any sense to me. I mean, this guy, whatever. All right. Final score, Red Sox 8, Orioles 3 tomorrow, 6:35 p.m. first pitch. I'll be on the air at 6:25. Get yourself a good night's sleep, folks, because we're going to be needing to be nice and rested and focused to take this series tomorrow. Until then, folks, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Good night, everybody.